It's just another day. It's just another day. It's just another day.
My golly. Well, fuck. I guess I ought to start the episode.
Start it up.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's just another day with
David.
Adam?
Elliott. Actually, you know what? I said like I wasn't gonna write something, but then as soon as I got done and I came to my desk,
Done what?
fucking
Done what?
I was making a poops.
Yeah, when you got done what?
Poopins like a
There you
man.
go.
Coffee, dude. Honestly, like, have you noticed as you've gotten older as an adult, morning poops have become like a frequent thing?
No, I've always morning pooped.
Really?
Yeah.
Always.
I'm a midday. I was like an after school pooper.
I did that too.
I was just like
Yeah.
a solid
Yeah,
after
absolutely.
school poop.
Absolutely. Like that's what would always kill me in the morning because I wasn't trying to get up, and before I took my shower, I was definitely going to take a 25, 30-minute poop.
Get that Game Boy out or book.
I just wouldn't even be awake. Yeah, but usually I'd have some type of entertainment,
Entertainment.
something to keep me busy.
Like the old people who have the Scrabble or the like Yahtzee little hand thing that takes like the fucking AA batteries sitting in their toilet.
Yeah. Yeah, they got like the poker games and shit. I
Yeah,
remember
the-
always seeing those. You had little fucking
Yep.
little fucking 5-card draw. while I'm pooping.
Blackjack and all those jazz. My neighbor had that shit, and that would crack me up every time. I was like, he had that, and then he had crosswords. So like, I would, or not crosswords. Well, what like those puzzle books that have like crosswords and word
Yeah.
finders and all that. I would like purposely fuck him up. It was so
I have
mean.
to be honest. I think I enjoy like the word finders more than the crossword. Like crossword's cool if you get good clues and shit and you kind of like what you're answering, but like sometimes that shit's boring. Sometimes crosswords aren't fun at all.
Crosswords are like 50. Like I remember when I worked at Holy Spirit, I would get the newspaper every day for like 50 cents or whatever the fuck it was at the time. And I would get like the Patriot News or whatever. And I would only do like the crosswords, the Sudokus, all that jazz. But and then they would have the New York Times one as well, paper. And that was a free one. And I would get that. And their fucking crosswords like were ridiculous. Like I was like, people are Googling this shit because some of it's like obscure as fuck.
Genghis Khan's third son.
19th century French
Yeah.
painter, and then it doesn't even say what painting he did, and it's like it's like a 12-letter like name, and you're like, what? Like
It's funny. It's funny that that's like that because like, is the New York Times a good paper? I don't know. Maybe. It's obviously quite popular.
it's famous
But-
for having a hard crossword.
But it's just one of those things, like, they put that shit in there, right?
hmm
And a lot of New York has, like, you know, good museums, shit like that. And it's like, bro, this is all tourism shit. Like, this isn't for New York. Like, if you've ever been to New York, it's not loaded with cultured people. It's loaded with assholes.
To quote Joey Diaz, you mess with Spider-Man, you mess with New York.
That's right.
Nah,
Great movie for him.
that was young Joey Diaz when he looked older.
I don't know how young he was. He's probably like fucking like 40s still or some
Yeah.
shit.
But no, I just laugh. Like, yeah, I do. I agree with you. I think whatever it is, yeah, is it called the word finder where you look and circle out the letters and
Yeah, you
That's a
got to
word
go
finder?
through all the letters. Yeah.
I would
Those are all-
blaze through those in school because remember they would do them for like extra credit in some of our
Oh yeah,
classes.
they just be like, here, we're in history class today. You know, find this word, little history fucking word finder. Like, okay, yeah, sure.
You know, what I wish but like I did the Sudokus, but you know, what I wish I could have done is those codexes. You ever see those in the paper where it's just like a jumbled message of like
Oh
letters
yeah,
and
yeah,
symbols, and you have to decipher what the message is,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't
Yeah, I
provide
remember
a
those.
key. You just have to like figure it out.
Yeah, it's if I'm not mistaken, that whole section of like the little games in the paper, you'd have to wait for the next day's paper. And if you saved your games from the previous day,
Yeah, you can see if
When
you're
you-
correct.
yeah, when you flip the paper over in little fine print, all the fucking answers to the crosswords and
Mm-hmm.
The word, yeah, they even had a fucking like an actual like key of like the word fucking finder, and it would show you the words like scribbled in. Should be like it's here, 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 here.
It was the
I
best.
remember that shit. It's
Like,
back when people actually tried.
whoa,
The fuck was
that was
that?
my microphone cable. I accidentally pushed it.
Grow up. Again?
Sorry, I was gonna sneeze. I was trying to mute myself. There's an open mouth sneezed. I didn't mean to. I was just like, oh, sneeze. Honestly, the sneeze probably would have been better than the. But no, it was. I just remember like I loved that shit. But now like newspapers are dead, and like that was like the thing to do while pooping.
Yeah, now I do. And I do different stuff when I poop. Fucking,
Watch YouTube and scroll, scroll on Twitter.
yeah, yeah,
Yep.
times change. Now I'm fucking, newspapers are dead and I'm addicted to porn. It is what it is.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Welcome to 2022.
Where the only time you
Yep.
can jerk off is when you're pretending to shit. You know what I'm saying? No, I was kidding.
No, I'm not pretending. I'm breaking out two at once. I'm doing a
Blumpkin.
fucking, yeah, I got a double duty. What is it called when I please myself while I poop?
The David.
Yeah.
No, Jesus Christ.
Hold on, I'm gonna be real busy in there. I got a whole meeting I gotta fucking attend to.
I'm on Zoom jerking it. Don't judge. Oh my God. Dude, I fucking but yeah, I came up with an idea like right afterwards where I was like, I thought of a genius plan we'll have to put into effect. It'll probably take till next year. Like we'll have to like legitly plan and figure that out and do this, but I thought of this because of remember I came up last week with that idea of the urinal sketch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what we should do is the Just Another Day sketches where we'll make a pilot for 3 episodes. And each episode we all three there's 3 sketches, 3 episodes per sketch. So it's 9 sketches. We each write a sketch and like so it'd be David's sketch first, Adam's sketch, then my sketch. And then the next week it'll be, Adam, then me, then David, and then me, David, then Adam. But each one will have, it's a 3-on-3.
Right.
So they get to see all the different writing styles. And I was like, that would be pretty cool. And then we take that, and we can either put it on YouTube or we can, like, film it and sell it, like, see if we can sell it or shuck it somewhere.
I was thinking about that sketch with the urinal shit and having homeboy just sitting there like, no, I'm not
Mm-mm.
not taking the serious. I just kept thinking, I was like, man, there would be some serious like, I don't even know what it would be now. I guess it'd be more like Instagram reel or fucking TikTok, old school Vine, just sitting there like, but your mom's calling. The guy like,
No, I thought it would be even funnier too. Like the guy goes out to to meet his girl and she's at the table and then she's like, oh, can you go to the bar and get it? Like, you know what I mean? Like you're trying to get drinks and stuff. And she's like, oh, can you go up to the bar and get a drink? He goes and gets a drink and he comes back and then the girl has his phone and he's like, ugh, like knowing that it was on the floor and she's holding it. She's like, yeah, somebody handed this to me. He said, you left your phone in the bathroom? And he just like immediately like leaves her because she's touching a phone that's been on the fucking toilet. It's like, you're fucking disgusting. Like just like insulting her. Like it
hits
was
her with the
so funny.
gives her the Seinfeld treatment after the fucking toilet brush falls in the toilet.
Yeah, the toothbrush falls in the toilet. That shit
Yeah,
was
and he
so funny.
yeah, he just won't fucking kiss her after that. He's like, mm-mm.
Yeah, like I thought that I was like that would just be like a great resolution to it of just being like it ends up with her because of course she's the background on the phone and then like he just doesn't want anything to do with her like afterwards or is like
See,
I
for
don't know.
that though, it really should be you should add a little something extra, like make it very like Key and Peele-esque. Like
Mm.
he's at the bar and like in his pocket is like a fucking engagement ring. He's sitting there, he's ready, he's gonna pop the question, and then she fucking gets the phone. He's just like, oh, just, it has all those fucking moments running through his mind. He's like, and that's it. This one's done.
Or like even keep going even further like you go up to the bar and then like like she then it cuts to her going to the bathroom and then she drops her phone as well and like leaves it. Like just like a whole slew of just them both being like, ew, we don't want to touch our phone after it's at the bathroom floor. Or
Yeah.
he drops like the fucking ring at the bar and it lands on the floor and like just leaves because like it's like it's just this thing. She's like, "What do you want to come here for?" And he's like,
Nothing.
"Nothing, no reason." It'd just be like just some dumb shit like that. I think it would be funny, just like a whole thing about it. I just
I
thought,
like it.
man, if we all like, especially like, and they don't even have to be long. Like, I mean, I think you should leave now. Episodes are ranging from like 16 minutes to like 32 minutes. Like, I'm so glad. Like, I watched that. I watched a little bit of sketches from the Detroiters.
Yeah.
Because you can't find full episodes unless you have, I think it's on Peacock. No, it's not on
No,
Peacock.
it's Paramount Plus, I think.
Yeah.
The one streaming service I don't have.
The one streaming
Yeah,
service
well,
I
who
don't
has
want.
Paramount Plus?
I don't know. There's
Well,
some shit on it.
I do
I'd
want to
get.
get it, but I'm waiting a
Aren't
little
they
I don't
getting
want
the
to pay. I don't
Halo?
want to pay for it.
Don't they have Halo? The Halo
Yep.
series?
Yep,
bit.
that's
Yeah.
coming.
Which looks
They also
good.
have the Yellowstone prequel series, which I want to watch.
Yeah, I gotta watch Yellowstone, but I don't know what it's streaming on.
Peacock.
I don't have that. Like, that's what I mean. Like, I have HBO, which Gemstones has just been, I'm only like 4 episodes
Well,
in.
you know Peacock's free, right?
Is it?
Yeah. So like, if you get Peacock, there's certain things you can't watch, and then the movies you can't watch with the free shit. But it'll be with ads, and then if you pay the X amount, it'll take away the ads and give you the movies. And then there's like 3 tiers of Peacock. I just can't remember exactly how it's all running through. But the first edition is free, and it's got most of the shit on it. You know, like if you want to watch Friends, The Office, anything that is NBC big, all that shit's on there for free. So a lot of those other shows are probably eligible, but I mean, shit, just make the account. If it's free, it's free. You can watch it. If not, if you ever want to upgrade it, you can and fucking throw it on. But
I
you
don't
can at
know.
least roll with the free version.
I
See if
mean,
there's
It's like
anything on there worth watching.
Peacock's like $5 a month.
is it? Yeah, but then
Yeah.
that's another
Yeah, it's
additional
pretty cheap.
$5 a month that I'm paying for another streaming service that, like,
That's it.
it's
You're
getting
cut
me,
off
man.
from Nope, you're cut off from coffee. Then you can't go out and buy coffee anymore.
Fuck that. I'd rather die. I need it, man. It's
Oh god, the way I don't know why the way you said that all of a sudden I just pictured in the background somewhere a live laugh love sign and some fucking like candles hanging on a wall and those stupid little fucking mirror things like just going full fucking white girl homebody on me.
bro, I would.
It's my safe space. It's my safe
It's
space.
the one thing I have left. Oh,
It's
we
the only
watched
thing I have.
last night. I picked a fantastic movie I've been meaning to watch for years now.
Oh, so this is
And
an old movie.
it is. It's from 2003, directed by Danny DeVito. Duplex.
Oh, holy shit.
Oh.
Dude, you just now watched Dude with Ben Stiller and
Ben,
fucking
yep.
that's a fucking good movie, dude. That movie kicks ass.
That
That
movie
shit was that's so funny.
has aged perfectly. Like I was like we at first like were cuz like I was trying to find something to watch. I wanted to watch something silly just cuz like I've been like having a stressed week and dealing with all that jazz of just like house shopping / work and all that bullshit. And then I just wanted a silly movie to watch. And I was like looking through and the options were like news radio, best of show, and then duplex. And like best of show, like we watched the trailer for it and it was just like super stressful. It's about the dog competitions with Eugene Levy and a bunch of people, and everybody says it's really funny because it's like documentary-esque comedy on just the world of like those dog shows, like the best dog
It's so funny.
competitions. Then the other one was news radio, or not news radio, broadcast news. Sorry, I said news radio. That's the TV show. Broadcast
Yeah.
news, which has oh fuck, what's this? It doesn't matter, but it's also about like behind the scenes television people. It didn't have a trailer, which is like always a fucking frustrating thing. I'm like, honestly, we know these movies had trailers because they were pre-internet movies. Just take the fucking extra steps and put it on your video. Like you already own the rights to this. You own the rights to the trailer. I don't know why they just failed to do that a lot of the time. But yeah, so I didn't watch that. But then Duplex, I was like, God damn. what a banger of a movie. Danny DeVito directing again. Like, why doesn't he direct more movies or write more movies?
Well, it's interesting you say that, and if you're up to date on your Danny DeVito lore, he also has a horror movie company. Basically, he has a website and he makes horror movie shorts, and he's been doing it for fucking years and years and years and years now. And then he also has his own brand of limoncello that he has grown in Italy.
That's
He's
awesome.
he's got yeah, Danny DeVito has a lot of shit going on. Don't you fucking besmirch him.
I wasn't
Don't say
besmirching
that.
him. I was just going,
Don't you say that.
why don't we have more? Like, because Death to Smoochie is one of the greatest movies ever that nobody's seen.
Oh yeah, Death to Smoochie's fucking amazing. I wish more people had seen that. It's so strange when I think. I mean, I guess technically when I say that, if I talk to people who are 40 and up, they probably have seen it.
Hmm.
But people like that movie, we weren't supposed to watch that movie as kids,
I
dude. I
know.
watched that movie when I was like fucking 10 or 11.
It's a fucking dick. Like, it's not a
It's a
rocket
cock.
ship.
What's wrong with you?
It's just like a movie that, like, I honestly, anybody listening to this, if you want to see a fucking brilliant Robin Williams movie that you've never heard of, Death to Smoochie is probably one of the greatest performances, and it has Edward Norton. It's just like everybody in it is phenomenal, and the writing is phenomenal, and it's one of these like dark comedies that like is so out there. And like since we were kids and we grew up with like television shows like Big Comfy Couch and Barney and all that shit, it's like a spoof on those, and it shows like the seedy underbelly, and it's fucking awesome. It's just so awesome. I'm like, oh, how would you make a movie like that these days? Where it's like, because kids now, like, I literally don't know. Like, I would have to ask my niece and nephew, like, what do you watch? Because I think now they just watch like anime and like
Well, I
Pokemon.
mean, a lot of it is animated, obviously. You know, fucking got your like how young you talking, I guess. Like if you're talking little kids, like they're I don't know if there is. I mean, I think Barney's still around, but I don't think there's an equivalent like a Smoochie, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
like we all
I
grew up
think
watching Barney, like correct? Like we all like it
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
matter. It
for
just
sure.
happened to be like the thing that was on when we were like waking up as kids
I
at like 7, and they would just put
I'm
parents
just
put it on.
I'm just pretty sure in the world where you have you know your Teletubbies and your Barney, I think that's pretty much it. Like it owns the space with Sesame Street and everything else. Like I think anything that's newer that's come out since then is all just cartoons.
Yeah, it's just like I'm just trying to
You're
think if they could have a theme like that movie nowadays where it's like like that movie just hits home because like of course like we all watch like just these children educational shows that our parents would put on, and like I don't know,
you know,
I just
honestly
don't know if you could do something like that.
the closest thing that I'll give you that's probably you know like up to par with such a thing is probably like the Five Nights at Freddy's shit where you have you know the Chuck E. Cheese gone fucking wrong type shit with the animatronic
Yeah.
robots. That's probably the closest newer thing that they've done. And they also made a fucking oh fuck what the fuck is the name of it? They made a horror movie based on fuck man it was a cartoon and a TV show. It was like it had a
Beetlejuice.
fucking no, it had like a monkey and shit, and they all played music. I just can't remember what the fuck it was called.
A
I
monkey
think,
and they played music.
yeah, dude, I'm blanking on it. It was like the one monkey would play a fucking banjo, and they had a couple other animals that did shit, and they literally twisted it around and instead of being like you know a fun movie for kids and shit. I think Blumhouse made it or some shit and turned it into a fucking horror movie where they ended up going to like the place where everything happens and then they just get absolutely fucking murdered by the animatronic like robots and shit. But it might even been called like the Banana Splits or some shit. I'm gonna try to find it real quick.
I was doing the research. You're making me think
Uh,
of that horror movie about the mall, Murder Mall or whatever, Chopping Mall. It's Chopping Mall
Oh
is the one I'm thinking of, where the
yeah,
mall is ran. It has robot security guards, and their program gets
no,
fucked up, and they start murdering people.
yeah, no, no, that is what it's called. It's called the Banana Splits. It is. That's exactly what it is.
Interesting. Who's in anybody of note in it? Probably not.
Oh no, not at all, dude. I'm trying to see who the fuck made it. Yeah, because originally it was a cartoon and it's a Hanna-Barbera fucking cartoon.
Damn.
It was out in the 60s, the late 60s into the 70s.
Wait, the cartoon. Oh, jeez. I was like, geez, Blumhouse
No,
has
no,
been around that long? Like,
no. This movie came out in 2019, and it actually looks like it was not their production. I don't know who fucking made it. Trying to see it. Trying to see who the fuck put it out.
A21 or whatever, probably one of those.
No, some shit called Blue Ribbon Content and Blue Ice Pictures.
Two production companies, you know they're successful then. Fucking loud ass car out there. I just laugh because like,
Yeah, because it was a cartoon, and then it was also it was a live action thing that they did. Like it was guys in like big fucking suits like Barney and shit like that. There's a fucking elephant, like two dogs, and maybe a fucking monkey, I think, or something. And
I
then in
never
the
watched this
fucking
shit.
in the movie, instead of like having people in them or some shit, I think they're robots, and they just run around hacking everybody up who comes to the set to see the fucking banana splits.
Oh, fucking Chelsea and because Cassie and them were here last weekend, and the fucking funniest thing is like they they were drunk and I showed them. I was like, "Do you guys remember Figure It Out?"
Oh,
I love
with Brain,
Summer
Summer
Sanders.
Sanders,
Sanders, dude.
What a
Olympic
babe.
athlete, babe.
Yeah, she's
Fucking Lori Beth Denberg or whatever. the fuck her
yeah,
name
and
is.
then the dude from
You said
Pete
you
and
talking
Pete.
about you talking about Lori Beth Timberg and Danny
Yeah.
Tamborelli
Yes, sir.
Yep.
And
and
then
Amanda Bynes.
there was the old dude
Yeah.
that was always on too. There was like this fucking like 40-year-old actor dude that was on that was in like a couple of the shows. I can't remember his name, but he was not funny and stood out like a fucking sore thumb.
The only old man on the show.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up. But yeah, so I had to show them that because they didn't remember that show.
Speaking
That was a
of
great show.
demonic animatronics, there's a Nicolas Cage movie that came out last year
Oh
called
Christ!
Willy's Wonderland.
Oh,
Oh my
I saw.
God!
I heard about that. That's
I
like
I
feel
remember
silly for
hearing
not
about it
watching it.
at some point in time, and then I, never thought about it again.
it's like Pig. I saw Pig. I didn't watch Pig, but I saw the trailer for Pig, and I was like, "What the fuck is this
Dude,
movie?"
I had somebody hyping that movie up to me who I like trust their opinion, but I still haven't watched it. But he was like, dude, Pig is awesome. I was like, get the fuck out of here. I was like, Pig is not awesome. I was like, there's no way Pig is a fucking good movie. He's like, I'm telling you,
Literally a movie about his
just
truffle
watch it.
pig gets like fucking like kidnapped, and he's like trying to find it. It's like so stupid.
I definitely am going to watch it. At some point, I will sit down and actually watch it.
But we were talking about those like those Nickelodeon shows, and the one that they both were obsessed with that I never fucking heard of or remember was called Zoom.
Zoom was not on Nickelodeon.
It was
That
on
was on
PBS, but they were
Yeah, I
both
know.
like obsessed with it.
No, Zoom was dope. Zoom was for kids who didn't have cable.
I mean, I just never watched it because like I had VHSs and stuff, and they were
No,
like, Zoom is the shit.
no, Zoom was good, but the thing about Zoom is it wasn't just like your average kid show content. Like that show had shit going on. Like they were having kids doing like activities. It had a learning curve to the show to teach you shit. Like there was a lot going on. It was like the same time they had that show called Electric City. I don't know if you ever seen that. You ever see that?
Mm-mm.
Electric City was legitimately a fucking show for children teaching you how to save your money and what bills are in the future. But it was all formatted towards like kids and shit. And it was kind of cool, but they would show you, they're like, if you were to save X amount of dollars a day based on blah, 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 if your parents gave you this much for chores throughout the week, blah, 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 and saved it and got a bank account, put it in here and did this and did that, it would tell you how much money you could potentially see in your future for college. And then it would say if you work during college later on, blah, blah, blah. Like it had all sorts of super informative shit. So like most people didn't take anything away from it. They probably just like, look at the piggy graph, fucking oink oink, but some of us fucking paid attention.
I feel like I fucked myself as being the youngest of four. I watched movies, like horror movies and shit, and then I watched like wrestling VHSs, and then like Mystery Science Theater 3000, and like comedies. Like I watched movies, and I didn't watch enough television, so everything I learned is fucking useless. I know story, plot, and like beats and timing. That's about it. That's all I
So no,
know.
so here's the deal, because I was the same thing. In the morning, from like 6 to 7:30, the TV was mine. Because nobody else was really awake except for me going to school. My mom would be up, and then she'd be like, "All right, walk to school," which was right down the block.
Mm.
So I had the TV from them, which also led me to watching Saved by the Bell, X amount of other shows, blah blah blah, fucking Yu-Gi-Oh, all sorts of shit. Then you had the after school time, and after school time would have been the PBS shows that came on, which only generated an hour.
Mm.
But from fucking 3 to 5, the TV was mine, and then coming after that, I watched fucking Toonami. But then once everybody else got fucking home, then it was fucking movie time, and then it was like, what are we watching? It was like, oh shit, look, Nightmare on Elm Street 3, and I was like, oh fuck. Here we go. The dog's gonna piss a fucking crater of fire. Fucking let's do it.
And bring him back to life, baby.
In the fucking goddamn fucking junkyard, which I have to admit is my favorite way that Freddy comes back, because there are some fucked up ways that he comes back that are way like more interesting.
Yeah.
But him
the
having to
dog
fight
pissing
the
fire.
dude, the dog pissing fire, and him having to fight the black guy was one of the funniest things in the world. Like I love
Kincaid, bro.
dude, he just comes back, puts his fucking hat on, gets a car dropped on him. And the black guy drops on and does a dance, and he just starts screaming, "Take that, motherfucker!" And then he just gets accosted and gets
Mhm.
surrounded by cars and shit. And I was like, nah, man. It
Yeah.
ain't over yet.
And then he brings Joey into the waterbed and drowns him.
Absolutely awesome. That's an early moment of my life where I realized I was extremely straight. I was
'Cause
like,
you
I
saw
like
that titty
this.
bitch in the pool
Saw
holding her
them
breath.
titties.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. I don't know. I'm definitely hasn't seen this movie, but there's a moment, Adam, where this guy's sleeping on a waterbed, and then they've ripped the sheets off, and then the waterbed's like see-through, and there's a naked girl swimming, like on the other side of the waterbed, and he's like, "Whoa! Like holy shit! A naked girl's inside my waterbed, and it's a dream." But then
Yeah.
like it turns out it's Freddy and just rips it open and pulls him into the waterbed and drowns him. But apparently that girl almost died like several times during that scene because they had an oxygen tank at the bottom of this because it was like it was like maybe like a 12-foot deep like trench of a pool like that or like box of water that they were filming on. And she would have to swim down and there was a tube where she had to take in air, not even like a legit like device, like it was like a valve tube that she would go down, like pull a valve, breathe in air and then go back up. And like she was doing that like several times, like they had to do it a couple times to get the shot perfect and get the lights and stuff, but like yeah, she almost like died doing that, and they're like, oh fuck, maybe we shouldn't do this, but those productions were fucked anyway. So it's just
It
horror
was
movies in the 80s, they didn't give a shit.
no, it was great, and I also love that she, like before he falls asleep, the bitch is like, on a poster, like on a fucking
Yeah,
hood
on
of a
his wall.
car. Yeah, on his wall. And he's like, yeah, fucking falls asleep, and sure enough, that's the bitch that rolls out of the water. It's like, dude, I think we've all had a thought of this.
Yeah, but what a horny
We've all very
motherfucker,
much
because
wanted
that's
this.
two movies where like he just like fantasizes about like gorgeous women that he just happens to see in his subconscious and is just like, that's the girl I want. Like this
Yeah, I
motherfucker.
mean, problem? Like,
Nah,
question mark?
I don't know.
I'm with it.
I'm down. Like,
This motherfucker didn't go asleep like, oh, I hope I have a meaningful relationship later. He's like, my dick is hard,
he's like, I can't speak.
and I want to use it.
I'm a mute, but god damn it, not when I'm pounding ass.
That's right.
Yeah, that
I,
shit's
I
so
respect
funny.
it.
Oh man, that's a one thing. Like I think within like a year we should totally like full on commit to writing like all together writing our sketch show, like our sketch thing to sell, and then the movies we've already spoken about, we should write like legit write scripts for those, and then even like future movie projects that we're gonna start like talking about. Like we'll bring a day at the movies back soon in some future episode. We're gonna write another couple movies, and I think we should just commit to just fucking boom, 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 like blast those out over a weekend, whether or not like one person writes a bunch of like the story, and then we throw it back to like the other members to read and edit, and then like vice versa, like we go back and forth doing that until we get like a script that's like, I don't know, it's a minute a page is basically like the rule of thumb. So you shoot for 90 minutes to like 90 pages to like 120 pages in that range, and then you will it down to a solid 90, and then boom, like we could make some extra money. house payment money right there. You sell a fucking screenplay. I mean, unfortunately, like one of us, like we'd probably have to like figure out like getting a SAG card, Screen Actors Guild, all that jazz. Because like I don't know how that works. I would have to research. Because I know
You just have,
certain movies can't get like certain screenplays. Obviously, like people who aren't SAG members write movies, but like certain movies can't get made unless you're a SAG member, or people or production companies can't touch your script until then.
that's fine. I'm sure that's really not the hardest part.
It's just about paying your dues and all that jazz.
Yeah, I'm sure it's pretty easy to get into that shit. But on a more important note,
hmm
why the fuck are they making a Tiger King TV show?
because they are so behind the time, it doesn't matter.
Wait. So people are taking that story and making an actual television dramatization of it.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
not a dramatization. It's more. I think it's more of a comedy. I think like
Yeah, because what's her face is in it.
yeah,
Kate
it's got
McKinnon.
Kate McKinnon and she's kind of
I was
a
gonna say Kristen Stewart playing him, but you know,
no.
You
I mean
couple
honestly,
up a cast.
I don't hate Kate McKinnon or anything like that, but she's definitely not in my top choices for a lot of stuff, especially after she fucked up Ghostbusters. Or it's not her fault, but she let that happen.
but can you
Same with
imagine
same with Kristen Wiig.
like
They let that shit happen.
you're making this movie or a show based on a thing like it'd be like trying to make like a Jersey Shore movie now. You know what I mean? Like you missed the boat for
Yeah,
that. It just won't do well. I'm sure actually to be honest, I'm sure if Jersey Shore made a movie now, it would somehow be successful just because of the way the culture is to be like, "Oh yeah, let's go watch that shit." Like, but I just don't
What?
understand it.
I mean I could very much see this the same way. I mean this is definitely like this is like a full production TV show. When you say that, like if I was expecting a fucking
Uh,
Jersey Show fucking movie, I could very much see like a mockumentary type movie coming out for it.
Mm,
Something to that degree. I could see some nonsense like that coming out.
something goofy.
Yeah, I could definitely see that though. Like at this point, I'm just like, well, why not? Why wouldn't they? Everybody's out of ideas. Might as well film what's already been filmed.
Any news on it, Adam?
yeah, the guy from Twin Peaks, he's playing the bitch boy husband of Carol Baskin.
Oh, Kyle MacLachlan.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Maybe I'll have to watch it because I
Uh,
really like him.
No,
Mayhem,
don't give them the views. Don't do it.
the Mayhem guy from was it Allstate commercials? He's playing the Jeff Lowe.
What is the point? Like, what is the? You know what?
Oh, William Fitchner. You know him when you see him. He's playing the reporter guy with that dressed in the all black
Hmm.
crap.
I
And the
just,
rest of it, nobody knows.
I just don't. Like honestly, is this just like? Do you think somebody like this was in production for a while and it's finally getting released, or do you think this is literally like a cash grab now? Because like, do you think this got stuck in production hell and is finally being
No,
able to be filmed, or is this something like somebody was like, all right, what's popular? Oh, Tiger King. Didn't they just come out with a season two? And then nobody
No,
watched
this
it.
they decided to do this run when the first season thing
Oh,
was
so
like
it's just
super
taken
popular.
fucking forever.
Yeah,
but Tiger King's only 2 years old.
yeah.
So by the time they
But
wrote the,
still, it's just like you
I
missed the
mean,
It's a niche
bridge. So
thing. Yeah.
well, yeah, but 2 years for them to get this out. I mean, that's quick to write it,
right.
cast it, get it all done. But it's just
Too little, too
it's
late.
I think it's a fucking stupid idea. Nobody wants to watch somebody play Carol Baskins. They want to see Carol Baskins. They don't.
Bro,
It
she
doesn't
was
make sense
already
to
on
watch.
fucking Dancing with the Stars. Like, what the
I
fuck can
know.
you do?
I
You know what I mean? Like,
I rem- I remember the commercial when I saw that shit pop up. I was like, this is how you know we're going to fucking hell. Like this, how you know this whole fucking world is fucked up. When they were like, well, we're on season 45 of Dancing with the Stars or whatever the fuck they're on. Who can we get? They were like, let's get fucking Carol Baskins, a not celebrity.
a
Let's put
non-celebrity person who doesn't deserve to be on this show. No offense to
exactly.
her, but I'm just saying, like, there are probably actors and actresses or like real celebrities, people who have done like more work and like had a bigger impact on the industry that deserve to be on that show that haven't been, and they give it to like a person who's a meme. Yeah, like it's kind of disrespectful to like people who dedicate like their whole lives to acting and trying and like philanthropy or like, you know what I mean?
Wait, what does philanthropy have to do with it?
Well, because a lot of actors and actresses like that are like super famous like aren't just fucking like making movies to make money. Like they have charities or they have other businesses and stuff, and like I don't know. It's just like it because like Dancing with the Stars essentially becomes a promotion for something for those people.
Well, yeah, that's always the thing. They take whatever's hot and they bring it back into play. You know, it isn't like the original, like, what, season one where it had like Emmett Smith and other people where they were just relatively well-known celebrities that haven't been in the spotlight for a while.
Mm,
I'm trying to remember. That wasn't Ralph Macchio was on that shit
probably
before fucking
Cobra Kai.
yeah, like well
Yeah.
before it. I think I'm pretty sure he was on one of the
What a great ending to
earlier
that
seasons.
season. It's a good show.
Yeah, dude, man, that's something I could sit here and do. Besides Cobra Kai, I could sit here and review so many fucking TV shows and movies that I've been watching. Like, I would love to fucking get the gist out there.
We can start it, man. We're gonna start formatting. If we're gonna start a format where we'll have that section, and I'm excited because like a lot of the time it's stuff I don't like because we all like as much as we all like the same stuff when it comes down to like free time what we watch like we all watch such different things like for the most part like I'm watching HGTV shit because I'm a fucking loser and I like that stuff like I watch house renovation shows or I watch Survivor, a show that's been on the air for a million years because Adam got me hooked to it. I haven't started a new season yet, so I took a break. Been watching Gemstones because, fuck, that's a great show. I finished the
I need
new
to
season
watch
of
that.
Sunny.
Did you
Dude.
gotta watch Peacemaker?
Dude, the new season of It's Always Sunny is amazing.
Yeah, Ireland one.
It is so fucking good. That, like, I understand, like, 2 seasons ago, Glenn Howerton was like, I don't think I'm coming back.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'm probably done with It's Always Sunny. I have other projects I'm going to work on, blah, blah, blah.
AP bio.
Dude, I see why he came back now. I see how the fuck they wrote this shit, where he was like, you know what? It's just pretty good. It's pretty fucking good. Like, I'm definitely about to get in on this. Like, there's never really been, even before this, but this new season, there hasn't been like a huge overarch story in any fucking It's Always Sunny. Not like this.
Yeah.
The
And
closest
it's
thing you
moving
had
feet.
was like the season where Mac finally comes out. You have like the weird gay struggle part, which isn't really an arc. It's just something that Mac's doing by himself, kind of.
Mhm.
That's it. You had this new season, absolutely awesome. And when Mac goes to the fucking church,
Yeah.
oh my god, dude.
And he goes, "Oh, I thought you were about this," and he goes, "No," and he goes, "Oh, oh, I, I'm." I'm also like it was so
Yeah,
funny.
I don't want to
Almost,
fucking blurt
it
it.
was
I don't
just
want to
so
ruin
great.
it.
It was just such like a great just a great overall season. I thought it was awesome. And Gemstones, David, you really should get into it. Like it's
Mhm.
fucking great. Like I
That
rarely
show.
I rarely say like a show is like probably somebody's magnum opus, but like if you're a Danny McBride fan, like if you liked Eastbound and Down and Vice Principals, or like it's just one of these show. It's a show where you're seeing all of the actors are in their fucking prime. John Goodman is fucking crushing it like hard.
I'm I'm with it. I think the only reason I didn't watch The Righteous Gemstone was because I just there was something else on HBO that just came out when that came out that I watched instead, and I'm kind of blanking on what it was.
Was it Curb?
No, it wasn't Curb. It was something. I think it was something new, like new. Like it was like a new project they did.
But I will say, like the first episode definitely should be 2 episodes. They made an extra long first episode, like a pilot. It's clearly the pilot, like where they do like an hour long episode to try and show you what the show is going to be about. And it's an hour long, but like it's fucking great. And then every episode after that's a half hour. But it is like you just literally get to see all these actors like fucking firing on all cylinders, being quite hilarious, and like the characters and just it's incredible. Like I don't know. It's one of those shows that I think is so rare that you find something that's willing to do what that show does, which is like let people write, like straight up write exactly what a character would be, like a ridiculous human being that is real, like an existent person. Because most of the time, like I don't know, like when you watch like How I Met Your Father, or like
Who watched
Nobody
that?
watched that.
nobody watches that,
Yeah, I'd say who watched that?
but you know what I mean, like
Nope.
those stereotypical shows like that, Big Bang Theory, like those characters, people are like, oh, that's funny, but you're like, I've never seen a human like that.
No,
I don't think any of those people are real. Like
no,
Barney's not real.
the Big Bang Theory is one of the worst shows
Oh yeah.
ever. That is a garbage fucking show.
Or like you watch another example would be like Friends, like those type of shows where like those characters, like you've never met people who are those people in real life. But like you watch Righteous Gemstone, you're like, holy fuck. I'm pretty sure these are normal people. I've seen people this crazy. It's just great.
I feel you. I think actually, so I realized as we're just chit chatting about it, the reason I never watched Righteous Gemstones is because when it first fucking came out, I think it might have been season 2. I had to check. I think season 2 of Ballers came out, and I fucking love that show. That
I
show is so fucking good.
I have to go back and watch that because I think I stopped. I think we watched season 1 and paused because I really like the other dude The Rock works with. I forget his name.
Rob Corddry or whatever.
David,
Yes,
yeah.
I fucking love him as an actor. He is so funny. He's just
Yeah,
like,
he has so many great projects. Like a lot of people never saw the movie he did with fuck, it was Craig Robinson, him, and Anna Kendrick, and I think what's his name? Adrian Brody, I think is his
Adrian
name or
Brody.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, called oh shit, what the fuck was that movie called?
I know what you're
Oh
talking
fuck,
about, but I just think of him
it's
from
the one
Children's
where
Hospital.
it's literally the movie where fucking Craig Robinson is the devil, but for some reason I can't fucking remember the name of it.
I just remember he's wearing an all red suit.
Yeah, he is. I can't, like I have so many fucking names because I'm like, is it devil this? This is the apog. Like so many weird fucking names rolling around in my mind. That movie is so fucking funny.
I just
I
think of him
wish.
from Children's Hospital, the fucking Adult Swim thing, because he would have the fucking
Rapture Palooza.
That's it, Rapture
Rapturepalooza.
Palooza. Yeah, that movie is fucking great. But there's also another movie that's in that same ballpark where like it wasn't super promoted. It's Rob Corddry's baby as a movie, and it's literally called Hell Baby. And it is fucking amazing, dude. If you haven't seen Hell Baby, that's a movie you should definitely fucking watch. The
I'll,
cast for it is just out of this world.
I'll have to look it up. Ow, fuck. Pinch my hand. I'll have to look it up. It's
Dude, there's so many people that you'll like in it. Like fucking you like Reno 911, right?
everybody does. It's a great fucking show.
Yeah, the fucking the two main cops that you always follow. The
Jim
one with the
Dangle,
short shorts.
Tom
Yeah.
Lennon.
Yeah, Tom Lennon and Robert Ben Grant. Grant?
I
Whatever.
think it's Garen.
He's the one with the fucking mustache and shit. Fuck yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, dude, they're both in. They play Catholic priests. And Rob Corddry and Leslie Bibb move into this fucking house, and they're like, "Oh, it's a fucking murder house." And they move into this house, and it's in like this is random area, Louisiana. And then you have fucking Keegan Michael Key constantly like popping up in their house, just scaring the shit out of them, telling them all sorts of horrible things that happen. Like, this is a murder house. You do not want to be here. And it just keeps popping up, just telling them these horrible fucking things, like in their basement, their attic, their fucking living room. Like one scene, he's like in the fucking shower, just taking a shower. It's great, dude. There's so many awesome scenes from that fucking movie.
I'll have to look it up.
Oh, yeah, once you see the cast on it and shit, you'll love it. And they even have fucking Kamal Nanjiani fucking playing like a cable guy, showing up to put the cable in.
Oh.
And it has one of the greatest scenes with him in it. It's like my favorite scene I've ever seen him in anything.
Tomorrow, one of the Super Bowl ads
Yeah,
is
it's a Verizon.
Jim Carrey as the cable guy is coming back.
It's
Really?
Verizon.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn it, just make cable guy too. Like, I would
What
love.
would
I
what
would
would
love it.
that even be? Like, what would Cable Guy 2 ever even consist of?
I mean, now it would be him modern day hooking up somebody's like fucking like new
Internet?
internet, and
Yeah.
like he would be like, I'm gonna hook you up with the unlimited internet feature, and then like again, it would be like the same type. It would literally be the same movie, but like him trying to take this dude to do cool stuff. Be like, let's go to the Renaissance Fair, and the guy would be like, it would be like a 23-year-old kid and him showing him the Ren Fair, and because the kid's all hipster, he'd be like, what was the 90s like, and asking him all sorts of stuff, or like take him vintage shopping and stuff, like to buy VHSs, and then like creep on the kid and like see the kid has like a girlfriend and stuff, and would be like trying to like stalk her on like smartphone Instagrams and stuff, and it would just be funny. And then he would have to have like a modern name, like he would have to have like, because before he was Chip Douglas or whatever, or remember he had a
Yeah.
fake name, and then
Yeah.
Ricky Ricardo. It was all based on old television shit he would watch. Well, now he could do it where it's based on like his name would be like James Charles, like something hilarious. You know what I mean? Like some YouTube thing. He would just be like, oh, a popular person's name, like, and take that. Literally do the
I'd be
same movie, but with like creeping on somebody who's like 23 this time.
I'd like to see it happen. I'd be interested to see.
We just
I
wrote
thought
Cable Guy too.
there's a lot of fucking things that I guess they could bring back right now too that would be just absolutely awesome. You know what movie I always wondered why it didn't get a fucking sequel or anything to go on with it afterwards?
What's that?
The movie fucking Legend. Like, how does that movie exist as a one-off?
Is that the one where Tom Cruise is the guy fighting all like the things, and then Tim Curry's the devil?
Yeah, exactly.
I've never seen it. I've seen clips of Tim Curry as the devil, because it
Awesome.
was on one of the like DVD things. So whenever like before the DVD would play, and it had all like the here's clips from different movies where it was like random shit. It always had the scene of him going like,
Well, yeah, I mean, and you know how crazy he looks, like the horns, like it's like the most
oh,
awesome, intimidating, like devil-looking person.
it's like Hellboy prosthetic type of like
Yeah,
hardcore done up.
it looks sick, but if I don't know if you've seen it or not, I'll have to look it up. I think it was fuck, I can't remember. One of the dating services. I don't know if it was like fucking, like JDate or fucking Match.com or whatever the fuck it
Farmers
was.
only.
Dude, fucking they had him searching for a fucking girlfriend, and they link up a meet, and he's like, "Hi, I forget what the fuck. I think he's like, "Hi, I'm Big Horn Guy" or whatever. He's like, "I'm the devil," and she's like, "Oh, my name's COVID." And then
Oh
they
yeah,
just
I
go,
remember that.
they just go around fucking wreaking fucking havoc and destroying everything and causing the pandemic. It's fucking great.
That's awesome. I will say, like, so tonight, or after we're done recording and stuff, I'm going to another. Like, we looked at two houses today, putting in two more offers. It's just been fun. It's been delightful. Um, and we're gonna go to two open houses, but afterwards, we're gonna go to the movies, have a little date at the movies. But
All right, what are you seeing?
well, that's the tough thing. There's three movies out right now. Like,
Hit me.
it's
What's on your mind?
all right. So there's Death on the Nile
Yeah,
that
it
just
looks
came
pretty
out.
good.
That does look really
Mhm.
fucking good.
Yeah.
Scream 5,
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's really good too.
Jackass.
Honestly, fuck Jackass. It's probably not that fucking funny. I don't think it's gonna be as funny as it's probably going to be hyped up to be.
Adam's offended by this
Yeah,
statement.
but most of the stuff's already on fucking YouTube. All the funny shit you're
Yeah,
gonna
but
see is already on
I don't
YouTube
watch
to
those
watch.
clips.
But
Yeah.
you could see it for free. Like if you're gonna see anything, either entice yourself with a horror movie
Could
or
you imagine
enchant
seeing it
yourself in Death on the Nile.
the size of the wall? Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
There's a bunch of dicks though.
yeah.
A whole
Yeah.
bunch of cocks and balls on this movie.
I want to see some old man
Jackass.
dick, David. Don't take old man dick from me.
You could just watch it on YouTube. You're fine.
Honestly, I'm gonna probably end up rolling a dice, like a die, to try and like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and just seeing what we get and enjoy. It's just like
Want to do a wheel?
no, I leave it. I gotta leave it up to her. I'm letting her make the choice.
Honestly,
Well,
man, if I had to see those
Hey, you
three
do got the wheel
movies,
back.
I got a wheel.
If I was gonna see those 3 movies and I was you and Chelsea, I would just go see Death on the Nile.
You know what movie I really want to see is that one with Dan Radcliffe as the millionaire and Channing Tatum and Sandra Bullock. When
Oh yeah,
that
fucking
that comes
what the
out.
oh, it's bro,
Lost City?
fuck you for saying that. The commercial's on TV right now. I'm sitting here looking. I was like, what's the
Oh,
name of that
really?
movie? And The Lost City is literally the commercial playing
Yeah.
right fucking
When's it
now.
come out?
I'll
Like
tell you. Hold on, wait. It's still going. I'll tell you in a second.
it's
Don't.
like March.
Give me like 2 more seconds because I'm watching Brad Pitt coming to save Sandra Bullock right now.
That's fucking
Film is
awesome.
not yet rated. Comes out March 25th.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like,
That's real. That's real funny, dude. Like I was like, nah. Like I was like, what's that movie called? And I kind of like, did a little head turn trying to think, and I was like, oh, it's on the fucking TV. Get the fuck out of here.
Looks like a good movie. And what'd you spin?
The wheel said Jackass.
Oh man, I'll have to let her know that I'll let her pick, and then I'll say, but just to let you know, fate chose this. That's so funny.
Here, I'll do a best of 5 here. Let's see what happens.
Oh god.
Jackass just sounds like a freebie to watch when it comes out on like HBO or some shit.
Yeah, well, like the whole point of like, I mean, it's one of those things where I think like nostalgia wise, it'd be like silly to watch. I mean, I also like that's not my type of humor too much anymore. Like I rarely laugh really hard when people get hurt anymore because I think about like how much pain I would be in. But like that's mostly
Okay,
like
so funny.
accidents. Like when people do it on purpose like them, it can be really funny. Like going like, "Oh shit." Like I don't know. I realized too I showed Sean O'Malley's knockout on that dude with the mustache to Cassie and
Yeah.
Kevin, and they both went, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "Isn't that shit gnarly?" And they're like, "Dude, that guy's hurt." And I was like, "Oh yeah, probably." I was like, they don't watch blood sports. Ooh, I was like,
Okay, 3 out of 5 went to Scream, so there you go.
"Oh, all right, I'll let her know." Yeah, it was funny. I felt awkward showing people knockouts that were not prepared to see shit like that.
Yeah, but are you guys even up to date on Scream? Like, have you both watched all the way up to 4? Because
Yeah,
if not, I will.
her and I
I
saw
don't think I've ever
4.
watched one of them.
Yeah, Adam hasn't. This is gonna be like
I,
Matrix 4 for Adam, or like when we took him to see John Wick 2 before John Wick 1.
Yeah,
that's okay though. You could totally jump into any John Wick movie and just be like, nice.
I did watch on HBO. Nobody's on there. Bob
yeah, I
Odenkirk's
saw
Yeah,
that.
movie. That
yeah,
was
I wasn't
awesome.
impressed.
yeah.
Really?
No,
I
no,
wasn't.
no. I'm
No.
with Adam. That movie was not good. The fight scenes were
Nope.
not fucking that great, dude. The fucking
Didn't
bus
find
scene
it
was
funny.
garbage.
Like,
The
yeah, it
yeah,
just
the whole movie being hyped up for that big bus scene fight and shit too.
yeah.
That bus scene fight was the worst shit I've ever seen. It was
Oh
so
man,
fucking bad.
I was in like a happy mood watching it because I love Bob Odenkirk, and I was like,
I
this
do
movie
too.
is
Yeah,
like,
no, that wasn't enough to get me through it though.
Yeah,
That
it
movie was
just
a big fucking miss.
yep.
I just love the fact that it all spawned from a bracelet being lost, and the bracelet's just under the couch. Like his daughter just fucking lost it there and didn't actually get it stolen. Like he could have lived a normal life and still been fine. I thought
That movie, I really had a different like not with the ending or anything in that regard. Like it just like I don't know who the fuck directed it, didn't check it, anything like that. Like it just felt like a very poorly executed movie. Story, fight scene,
Yep.
choreographed, like everything just was kind of bad.
I'll tell you, like, one thing I really thought was, like, hilarious with it is how I said this, I was like, this movie's about, like, what happens to Kevin McAllister when he gets older and joins the army and then eventually becomes this fucking dude who just, like, because when he's setting up at the end, he's setting up all those booby traps and stuff. I was like, this is Home Alone. I was like, this is literally Home Alone. He's luring Merv and them to the fucking place and then gonna fucking just unload on them and murder them this way. I was like, that's fucking crazy. Like,
Yeah, but that movie didn't hold a candle to the fucking last Rambo movie.
well, yeah,
With
I'm
his
not saying
fucking
like I'm not saying like holy shit, this is the greatest movie I've ever seen. But for me, it was like, oh man, well, I was
no,
entertained.
I'm talking about the execution of the idea, like the whole like fucking murder trap house, like the last Rambo movie. If there was ever a fucking Saw type esque moment or murder trap house scene, that Rambo movie,
Had it.
fucking, oh my god, dude, dude, I don't understand. Like the first couple Rambo movies Was there some gruesome kills and shit? We just kind of like, ooh, ah. Of course there were. But ever since they brought that shit back, and what would it be like, Rambo 5 or some shit, or whatever the fuck it's supposed to be, where would it came out in like 2000, like 7 or 8
4, I
or some
think.
shit? Was it that early? Was it
I think it was.
2004?
No, I'm saying Rainbow 4,
Rainbow
which was
4,
that one. Rambo 4.
Rambo 4, Rainbow 4. Make it
Rainbow
sound
And
4. It's Rainbow
Rainbow.
way less
Six's
intense.
younger brother.
Whatever that fucking movie was, where they were legitimately murdering babies in that movie, I was stunned. I was like, holy fucking shit. Motherfuckers getting their eyes blasted out of their head and shit. I was like, this movie's insane.
Yeah, that was the
There
one
was,
with the Barrett 50 cal, and he was blowing people up. I remember
yep.
hearing about that, but like, I honestly, this is shameful. I have never seen a Rambo all the way through any of them.
They're pretty good, actually. I like the Rambo
Yeah.
movies. They're great fucking action movies.
Just like
Just all
Lethal, I've
action.
never watched a Lethal Weapon all the way through.
Why? They're so fucking funny.
I tried watching the first one time when I was 17, and the very beginning of it's so, like the first half hour is so fucking boring. Like I got up to the scene where like the Murtaugh's taking a bath, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening in this movie? I was like, nothing has happened in the first half hour of this movie. I was like, it was just like, and then I just turned it off, and it just,
Called character building. Get real.
bro, I'm a modern day guy. Character building's done in 5 minutes. All right. I have to see they have a dog and family, and I'm like, this is Family Man. I don't know,
Oh God. I got a perfect show for you. It's called Family Guy. I think you and Family Guy will really fucking get along
That's what I'm saying.
based on that premise.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Don't bore us, get to the chorus. That's kind of like my lifestyle now. Oh,
It
no.
was the worst part of any song, the chorus.
It's just so funny. I'm just like, man, I don't know. I'll eventually, I see they're on I see the Lethal Weapons are on HBO, I believe, so.
Yeah, I went back and ran through those like probably 2 months ago or something. I was like, oh shit, Lethal fucking Weapon.
I like Mel Gibson, as controversial as that is. I like his early work, and
Oh, I like his later work too. After what he did, it doesn't matter. He's still funny.
I will say,
But
like, What Women Want is a really funny movie. I'm not
Very
gonna lie,
funny.
I really
it was
enjoyed
so
that.
fun. It was so funny that they made a black rendition with a female lead.
Yeah.
That's how funny
Oh,
that
yes.
absolutely they did.
I forgot.
Yeah, they literally
I
just
thought
called it What Men Want.
I literally heard about that, and I thought it was a joke. Like, I thought it was an internet joke, and then I
You
actually
think
found
black
out.
people are jokes? What's going on here? What the
No,
fuck is going on here?
I just
Racist?
that's
Racist?
racist.
Yeah.
No, I just thought I couldn't believe they made a version, because I was like, it literally could be a 5 minute short where it's just like what men want, and it's just sex, 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 sex. Like
Yeah,
it's,
but then you have to have the movie. You have to have the moment where like, oh, here's the sensitive guy. I just want a relationship.
I just want to stare at the sunset and cry, like in Bedazzled, or Bedazzled, when Elliott goes like, I wish I was the most emotional man in the world, and he's sitting on the beach and just crying, looking at the sunset, and the girl breaks up
Yeah,
with
but
him.
yeah, but don't forget this movie is very black forward as well. So there's no like proper scene where they're like, man, I just wish we could stop all the this, all of that. You gotta have a shaved headed black guy looking down with his fingers on his head, and he's just like, I'm just tired of all the games, man. I just want something real.
That
There's nothing
word
real.
has put our people down for
Yeah.
400 years. Like fucking in Tropic Thunder, he goes, man, that's the Jeffersons. Like, God damn.
They just, bro, I swear to God,
Good thing I
and
have this
it's
can of booty sweat.
booty sweat. It's just the worst thing. Like Hollywood refuses to write actual black people. They're
Yeah.
like, you know what? They're like, have you ever seen a Tyler Perry movie? You're like, yeah, unfortunately. Like, write that shit. Write that.
Yeah.
Every character is from Tyler Perry.
It's a weird racist thing. It's like when Chelsea's parents, like, they really love the Medea movies, and I'm like, do you not see what's wrong with the Medea? Like, I'm like, you don't get how like inappropriate the Medea movies are overall. I was like, he's literally writing a stereotypical black comedy for white people. I was like, are you not seeing where this is an issue? Like,
No, it's for black. It's for black people.
it's for old white people that are like, oh, This
Dude,
reminds me of when I used to watch this show back in the day.
you just fucking hit the nail on the head because that's always the people I hear talking about it and going over it. They're always like 50-plus-year-old people being like, "That's the funniest thing I've ever seen." You're like, "No, it's not."
That's not
No,
funny at all. This is very racist. Like,
but it can't be because it was made by a black person. So you're racist
I
for
guess
saying that.
so. I'm going down
You're
like
the
Joe Rogan.
yeah. You're going down, buddy.
That's fair enough. I mean,
You're canceled. You're over.
you know what? It just means we'll have to we can involve a sketch where we write. No, we can't. I'll pause myself before I say the words out loud. Whoop.
Gonna say the N word.
I guess like It's Always Sunny has addressed it in like such funny ways where like any of their episodes that deal with racism and then they have like just stuff. It's really funny. I mean, literally the episode where they wake up as black people is one of the funniest things ever.
Absolutely.
Is phenomenal. I don't think anybody's touched racism quite as much as It's Always Sunny has, and in a way that's like pointing out that like there's a difference between like comedy and blatant racism.
They also make it clear that everybody's racist.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that's the beauty. That's the beauty of it.
Yep.
Well, fuck.
Right, don't
mates.
forget, it's everybody.
Yeah.
Not just one person.
I think we've established now we're gonna write more movies. We're gonna sell them, and then profit.
Our
So-
stocks, they grow high.
Step 1, collect underpants. Step 2, step 3, profit.
Profit.
That's always going to be my motto in life. The underpants gnomes moth. Fuck, I can't even English.
What are
Can't-
words?
This is why I'm a great writer. I use words so well. Fucking A. I'm ridiculous, and y'all ridiculous. I guess
You so crazy.
I guess we can wrap this up, you know. Baby, it's like, comment, subscribe, click the bell. Like, comment, subscribe, click the bell. Follow on YouTube, Spotify, and Facebook pages. If anybody's ever made it this far, like, I honestly wonder if people beyond us have made it this far.
Tell me you've made it this far.
Well, honestly, yeah. I want some feedback. I need some feedback from somebody. I will straight up, I will Venmo $1 to somebody if they've made it this far and just request it from me.
And then I'll send it with kisses.
I will. I'll send somebody $1 if they've made it this far. On Venmo. First person too. Can't be anybody in this room.
I saw it. I heard it.
I heard it. I'll take $1.
Oh man, look at this, dude. This is perfect. You definitely should go see Death on the Nile. I'm just putting that out there again. You should definitely go
Yeah,
see it.
I would. That's what I would vote for.
I think so.
Dude,
I think that's what's gonna happen tonight.
It's in a perfect place. It literally has between 50 to 60% of people saying it's good.
I don't give a fuck what
Yeah.
people say. I liked
No, that's
fucking-
the point. No, listen. That's the important part. Everyone's not putting it down, which doesn't mean there's an overwhelming bullshit. Nobody's hyping it up. It's literally right in the middle where you get to be the real decider
Dude, you're talking
on
to
is this movie actually good or not.
You're talking to a man who took Chelsea to go see Dumber and Dumber 2, and we liked it. We had a great time because we went in knowing it was going to be shitty, and we're just prepared to laugh.
Honestly, I didn't think that movie was gonna be that shitty. I'm not saying that it was great,
No,
but it was good enough.
as soon as you wipe the slate and get rid of all that prejudice, you can enjoy every movie.
For
Even
Judas,
even the B horror movies.
if you don't enjoy B horror movies, you can get the fuck out.
But you'll never enjoy the epic movie and all those superhero spoof movies and all those like ones that the people from Scary Movie made after Scary Movie.
Those are bad.
Those are terrible.
bad.
If you like those,
Those are
you have lots
very
of
bad.
issues. Those movies are niche dog turds, and they should be wiped from the earth.
Fucking dog pup,
Well, fuck it. Just Another Day with
David.
Adam.
Elliott. Go forth and prosper, or whatever people say these days.
Go with God.
Love you. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
The show